Everybody, this is the time of the episode when we get sad. We get depressing and we get more sad.
Yeah.
So everybody lock in.
Lock your answers in right now.
Everybody pop open those drinks because this is sad as hell. And it's a bummer. It's a doozy for sure. But it is also a very good learning curve. Well, a learning experience for, well, be on the lookout for each other this St. Patrick's Day. You know, don't leave anybody by themselves. Don't do anything like that. You know, have a good DD if you're going out. Make sure you don't drink too much. We'll obviously dive more into this at the end, but for starters, let's begin. I'm going to finish my beer. All right. Rachel Hurley. March 17th, 1990. 14-year-old Rachel Hurley and her friends decided to spend the day on the lake in Juniper, Florida. Rachel stood on the boat and sang Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses at the top of her lungs. She smiled, laughed, and enjoyed a nice day in the sun. However, the time was approaching when she was supposed to meet her mom in the parking lot. The designated time was 3 p.m., and at 2:45, Rachel started getting nervous about being late to meet her mom. The boat docked at Du Bois Park, and Rachel and her friends, Maddie and Aaron, started their trek back to the parking lot. On their way back, Maddie and Aaron decided to stop at the restroom, but Rachel, already fearing she was going to be late for the rendezvous, decided to skip the bathroom, and she took off down the path towards the parking lot. The path was about a mile away, and Andrea, Rachel's mom, sat in her car, waiting. After 3 p.m. came and went, she feared she made a mistake and thought she was at the wrong parking lot. She wondered if Rachel maybe went home with Maddie and Aaron, so she decided to head back home. But when she got there and there was no sign of Rachel, Andrea sprung into action. She called the police, the parents of the friends, and everyone returned to the surrounding lake and searched. Palm Beach Sheriff's Office dispatched 100 deputies, 2 boats, 1 helicopter, and 3 canine units. That's a lot.
Sure is.
One of Rachel's friends, Sherry Duff, was at the lake with her that day. She remembered hearing that Rachel was missing, and she said it was utter chaos until her mom told her to come home and wait for any news. She did just that, until something happened. This is Sherry's quote. "We got the call that they found Rachel. They found her body. That moment still gives me chills. It's a moment I won't ever forget." End quote. Unfortunately, the Palm Beach officers found Rachel declothed around 8:15 p.m. in a wooded area nearby. Some of her clothes were also found nearby. Sherry said she believes Rachel might have taken a shortcut through the forested area. Apparently, it grew quite windy on the water, so the wind could have blown right into her, stinging her bare legs. So Sherry believes she tried to go through the wooded area to shield herself from that, but unfortunately, somebody was waiting in those woods. The Palm Beach Sheriff's Office had confirmed that Rachel had been raped and strangled to death. She had a number of defensive wounds on her, and her friends and family all believed that Rachel would absolutely not have gone down without a fight. Officers spent the next few days questioning over 50 homeless men in the surrounding area, but to no avail. A number of suspects have come and went, but no arrests have been made. There were certain suspects that knew Rachel and have actually gone to jail for other crimes, but DNA testing on 127 men have never found a match. Unfortunately, there have been no more suspects, and Rachel's case has remained open for over 30 years. But there is a strange portion of this story. Sherry recalled Rachel and her friends playing with the Ouija board a few weeks before that. Believe that they are real or fake, what comes next is definitely weird. Sherry said they asked the board which one of them was going to be the first to die. The arrow spelled out Rachel's name. Rachel, being the sassy one of the group, shouted, "Then do it, bitch." Sherry said this, quote, "We all laughed and played along, but when we asked for a sign, the fire alarm in the house went off. It was just weird. Not long after that, she was gone." End quote. And to this day, Rachel's case is open. If you know anything about it or have a lead on who could have done that, Crime Stoppers is offering $15,000 for anyone who has this evidence that leads to the killer's arrest. We here at the Supernaturals hope that Rachel and her friends and family can get the closure that they need one day.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
All these signs too.
So that's something that we're definitely going to talk about. In season 2, we actually have a few things. There's quite a few stories. I feel like it's kind of the underlying theme.
It does seem that way. It does seem that way.
Is there's a lot of stories where the universe seems to be telling people certain things, and it's just weird. It makes you think, kind of like, where do we come from, in a way,
right? Yep.
And so this isn't the only case that we discuss in season 2. We discuss a bunch of different things about, conspiracy theories, glitches in the Matrix or whatever, the Mandela effect, all that stuff. And there's a couple cases where people have had bad dreams, and, their dreams and these weird coincidences, they just don't feel like something that really happened. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And so we want to really talk about that and kind of dive into the more spiritual, mystical side of things, I would say.
Right. Yeah. Dreams, signs, and all of the above, it's, and they're all seem to point in worse directions than ever good.
Yeah. I would agree.
You're not getting told that this sign is good for you. Yeah. It's always just something that people are never expecting.
It's a weird thing for sure. So, hopefully you guys are into that, because it is pretty damn interesting. So,
it is.
Season 2 is
buckle up.
Yeah, season 2 is going to be fun. So, while that story is heartbreaking, please look out for your loved ones this St. Patrick's Day. Be aware of who and what is around you. Don't get too drunk to where you can't control yourself. And if you do, be sure that you're surrounded by people you trust. If you happen to hear 3 screams or see a man riding on a horse nearby with his head as a lantern, it's probably just best to stay at home. So
probably.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that conversation and you want to hear more from that episode, be sure to check it out. There's a link at the end of the video.
And be sure to follow us on all our socials and stay tuned for new episodes. We'll see you guys around.